Hello everyone, welcome to part 11 of this Skyrim Special Edition 2017 Ultimate Graphics tutorial. And yeah, we're reaching part 11 and we're reaching the end of this tutorial, and this part is the weather, lightning, water and other mods that pretty much go in the last section of the load order. And we're going to start with choosing one of the weather mods, and there are a couple of them. There are actually 4, one is not listed here, but the biggest ones are definitely either vivid weathers, either climates of ephemeral, and either natural and atmospheric ephemeral. Alright, I test all of those 3 mods, and yeah, I think natural and atmospheric ephemeral is the best one. The reason for this is that vivid weathers looks very good, but it pretty much misses out things like very nice god rays from the sun, and it's a little bit grayish compared with the other ones. And at the beginning you only had vivid weathers or climates of ephemeral, and then I would definitely say vivid weathers was better. And I once made a comparison video between those two, vivid weathers and climates of ephemeral, and yeah, for that I did decide to pick over vivid weathers over climates of ephemeral. Then coming to climates of ephemeral, it's a very bright weather mod with bright weather with very bright god rays, which I think is definitely the winner of the 3 when it comes to god rays. But yeah, it's a little bit too bright for my liking. And then we have natural and atmospheric ephemeral, and I think that's definitely the best of the 3 because it pretty much combines the benefits of climates of ephemeral and vivid weathers. So I suggest we go with natural and atmospheric ephemeral. So I'm not really sure if he wants us to do this right now. Yeah, he actually wants. So we're going for natural and atmospheric ephemeral, and this step is only for vivid weather, so we can skip that and we can go to 1C, which will link to this mod, photorealistic ephemeral, but we actually only need natural and atmospheric ephemeral. And this is version from 13th of January 2017, so make sure you download that version. And to be honest, I'm not really sure if I have the latest version, but yeah, we're going to check that out right now. Let's see if there are any special instructions. No, there are not. So as always, save the mod into your last folder, step 11, weather, lightning, ENB and the rest. Yeah, it seems this is actually the last part, so this last part we're going to install the rest. And yeah, we have this first one, natural and atmospheric ephemeral, and my version is from the 19th of January, so that's pretty much the latest version still. Click on manual, then set this as your data directory because this is the data directory, then press OK, and then activate the mod. And let's see, yeah, that's pretty much it for natural and atmospheric ephemeral. Then we come to a fantastic water mod, definitely one of the best mods there is, realistic water 2. Alright, then go to files, and there's only one version which comes with faux mod options, so we can pick some of our choices which we want. So let's wait for the options form, which is this one. Let's correct the number structure. Select Ultra, we don't have I need, so we don't need its compatibility. Also don't check this, but I really like the watercolor, so yeah, I suggest you install that. It's pretty much, if you have none or this one, this is the watercolor, so I suggest you install it. It looks very nice in my opinion. I click on install, and after that we have installed realistic water 2 100%. Yes, here it is. Very good. Multiple ESPs have been activated. When this message comes, we also have to check what has been activated, but this is correct. Realistic water 2 and watercolor for realistic water 2, and I think realistic water 2 should be the master file of the watercolor, so you want to drag and drop it right above watercolor. But our entire ESP list is going to be sorted out later on with loot anyway, so don't really bother too much about that. So realistic water 2, that's fine. Alright, we have then installed that mod as well. Then we have ethereal clouds. It's a very, very nice mod because it pretty much adds clouds and more clouds to the mountains. As you can see here, I really love that effect. And yeah, for that we're going to download that one. Download the 2K version. This one you definitely want to have the high resolution version. Ethereal clouds. Click on manual, set the data directory correctly, then press OK. and then activate the mod, interior clouds. Alright. And then we do have one of the better mods, and that is enhanced lights and effects. Go to files. It finally has been ported to Skyrim Special Edition. Very nice mod. Ethereal lights and effects. So let's add that mod as well. It comes with an options form, and it seems we need to pick specific options for it. Alright. Enhanced lights and effects. Correct the file name. Okay, let's see what he has. Let's see what the author says about the enhanced lights and effects. Alright, choose the enhanced lights and effects enhancer and enhanced eyes. Do not choose weathers. If you use and ReShade, also select the exterior enhancer. Okay, yeah, we're going to use that later on. Re-engage ReShade in ENB. So we want the exterior enhancer as well. And with that, I would like to say that, let's see, the enhanced lights and effects enhancer and exteriors don't select weather. And eyes as well, I thought he said. Choose a lens enhancer and enhanced eyes. Do not choose weathers. Okay. Only enhanced eyes and exteriors. Okay. This mod, enhanced lights and effects enhancer. Sorry, this option will pretty much darken the interiors. And on the old Skyrim, it did it way too much. It was sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes way too freaking dark, and then you had to deactivate the enhancer afterwards. But for this version, for Skyrim Special Edition, I think it looks good. It's a very nice balance between visibility and ambience. So I think it looks really good, but let me show you, if you still have very dark interiors, how to fix it and how to disable this afterwards. But first, click on next. Then we want to have the static measure proof about meshes, and we want the lantern. Then click on next, and let's see what he says about no candle smoke. Just only, okay. Third screen, just click install. Yeah, he pretty much says that here as well. Yeah, that's the problem if you have chosen vivid weathers. It could be that it's too dark, and but I think with the version we have and from natural and atmospheric tamriel, I think it looks just perfect. No, not too dark, but anyway, the same thing that the author is saying here. If you have chosen vivid weathers or just in general, the enhancer can sometimes be a little bit dark, and you really have to carry a torch. But yeah, it's pretty much up, I think, to your gamma of your monitor and all. But let me show you what you need to do if it is actually too dark. So once we did install a lot of mods, we can go to Mod Organizer 2, and in this case let's activate enhanced lights and effects. But anything you install after this, it's no problem. You can just, in case your Skyrim Special Edition is too dark on interiors, you can right click on it and reinstall the mod. That's really wonderful about Mod Organizer. This cannot be done with Nexus Mod Manager. You can right click on it, just reinstall it, and this time just disable the enhanced lights and effects enhancer, because this is only for indoor. And yeah, so uncheck this plugin if it is too dark for you. But again, I'm going to reactivate this because I really like the enhancer. Then again, exteriors, enhanced eyes, the 2 patch files, and that's pretty much it. Let's see, there seems to be installed already. Oh yeah, that's because I forgot to uncheck it. So I'm going to replace everything over again. And that should be it. Yeah, we have the enhancer and the enhanced lights and effects mod. Okay, cool. That was everything from enhanced lights and effects. And let's see, is there anything else? Choose the enhancer in the first screen. Yeah, we handled this one. If you have a system, yeah, okay. Optional web special edition. Yeah, this is if we have installed the webs mod. Yeah, we're going to skip that. That's not really needed. Okay, then we come to this part, animations. And this is a pretty freaking long part. And eventually, if we have installed all the animation parts, we need to run a special program to fix all the animations, and it's named Finis. But yeah, I don't really care much about the animations. I really like the vanilla animations, but I can understand if you want all these animation mods. I will make sure to create an expansion tutorial afterwards this, but I think for now we need to focus on our graphics and that everything runs fine, runs stable, and then I suggest you install this afterwards to avoid any problems with the animations that might crash your Skyrim, and that will be a waste because like I said, I think we need to focus on the graphics now. So for now we're going to skip all the animations, but I will make sure to create an additional tutorial for this. Or you can check this out for yourself. If you're pretty experienced in modding, then just follow these instructions. That's of course your free thing to do if you would like to do that. But then we have, I think this is actually the last step, the ENB ReShade, the re-engaged ReShade in ENB. This is an optional mod if you want to have achievements enabled while modding, because modding pretty much is being considered as cheating when it comes to Steam. It will disable the achievements. So yeah, check this out if you want that. If you want to still have achievements while modding, then you want to install this mod. But the most important thing of all is Skyrim Special Edition Re-Engaged ReShade and ENB. And maybe the last time you did install this last year or in my beta tutorial, a lot of things have changed for this mod, for Skyrim Special Edition Re-Engaged ReShade and ENB. And that is that there is a separate version now for ReShade and for ENB, but the ENB only version actually contains ReShade effects, so you only need the ENB version. So let's download this version, the version 3.7a. Alright, then I have to check for myself how everything still works, so make sure you download this file, the re-engaged ReShade and ENB, and then let's go to that folder, and let's see, there's this one, step 11. And what I did is the following. Let me see. We actually need the ENB system files, I think. Let's see. The superior recommends. Yeah, okay. It really doesn't explain this, but that means we pretty much need to do this for ourselves. What we want to have first is the ENB binaries. And let me check if there is a link to that here, to the latest ENB binaries in game settings. Installation steps. Okay, download ReShade. Yeah, okay, here we can find it. Go to the re-engage ReShade and ENB websites. Sorry, the mod page, and here you'll find this link, which pretty much links to the latest version of the ENB binaries. Download this one, version 1.0.310. Do I have this? No, it seems not. So I need to download. I need to re-download this as well. So I'm going to download this here, ENB series, because it seems I didn't have it. But that's fine, because now I can clearly show you guys how to install everything. Okay, I'm going to delete everything from this folder. What I suggest is you create a new folder and name it something like ENB Cocktail, and that sounds like a really weird name, but the thing is, we're going to mix some ingredients in this folder, and the output of this folder we're going to use in our Skyrim Special Edition folder. And it has multiple benefits, and I'm going to show you that later. What we want to do now is open up our ENB Skyrim binary folders. Alright, then you want to go to the wrapper version, and you want to copy these two files, d3d11.dll and d3dcompiler _46e.dll. So copy both files, then go back to your ENB cocktail, because these are the first two ingredients we're going to mix in this ENB cocktail. Alright, and then what you want to do is open up the following folder, and that's Skyrim Special Edition Re-Engaged folder that we did download earlier. Alright, open it up, and then what you want to do is first open up this default version folder, install first always. So you want to drag and drop everything from there to the ENB cocktail folder, the next ingredients. Alright, then you want to go back one folder up again, and we do have NAT, so Natural Atmospherics for Tamriel. That's the one we want to use and we want the Ultimate Edition for the best image. And you want to copy and replace the ingredients from the ENB cocktail. So when it's going to ask to replace files, select yes, we definitely want that. Then go up a folder and go one folder up. And then we have some, let's see, some optional depth of field. And that's what I definitely like. And the depth of field or the depth of focus. And you can see the screenshots here. This is the default DOF. Then you have the stronger DOF. But yeah, I suggest you just compare them. And I really like the extreme depth of field. And screen archery is way too much depth of field, but it's nice for screenshots, at least just like it says here. But I'm going for the extreme version because that's a good one also for gameplay. Then I'm going to drag and drop it again in the ENB cocktail folder, and then we have now the things that we want. Okay, then let's check for the new ENB settings. And let's see. I think this is, yeah, pretty much here what it says. It explains what you can do inside the game when you press Shift plus Enter, and that will open up the ENB menu. So pretty much that's, usually people have a lot of questions, what can you set in these settings from the ENB menu, because there are a lot of values here, but pretty much this explains, very well done by the way by Fireman. I have to finally explain this because it has people have a lot of questions about this, and pretty much this this explains everything that you can set. So an example, if your game is too dark, then check this out, because that's probably the biggest complaint people have when using an ENB. This is how you can fix specific darkness issues. So check this. You also have color correction mode, and you can switch between depth of field MXAO, which is a also a special technique. And let's see, ambient occlusion should be in this ENB as well, because we disabled ambient occlusion. And yeah, we're going to check that out, else we can still activate the default ambient occlusion for Skyrim Special Edition. But anyway, we're not finished yet, because what we want to do now is open up the ENB cocktail folder, and then we want to copy everything from there. And then we want to go to our Skyrim Special Edition main game folder, and that's a good one. Where is it? It's in my games. Games, Steam Apps, Common, Skyrim Special Edition. I thought I had a shortcut here somewhere, but kind of lost it. Where is it? Skyrim Special Edition. Here it is. Okay, and then you want to paste it inside your main game directory. Okay, then paste it. Alright, it's fantastic. What you want to do now, when you want to delete the ENB and all of its content, an example for testing purposes, or if you want to test something else, or if it might be crashing your game, then there is a way to simply uninstall the entire ENB again, and that's by opening up your ENB cocktail folder again, copy everything again, and again only do this if you want to remove the ENB. And the easiest way to do this is just paste everything, replace the files, that's what it's going to ask, and leave the selection like this, and then when you press the delete key, you can just simply uninstall you have now uninstalled the entire ENB. So that's pretty easy to uninstall. That's the easiest way. Copy the ENB files again, paste it inside your main game folder. Then it's going to ask to overwrite everything again, and press the delete key on your keyboard, and you have just then successfully uninstalled the ENB. But yeah, we want the ENB, so I'm going to copy it again and paste it inside my main game folder. Oh, whoops, that's not. I accidentally pasted the shortcuts. I want the files itself. So, alright, let's see, let's open up a mod organizer 2. And let's see what's being advised right now. Let's scroll all the way down. Let's see, okay. Okay, we're going to scroll a little bit up. Alright, yeah. On step 13, what's being recommended is to run loot one more time. We can do that, but the thing is, when I run loot right now, it will pretty much mess up the entire load order. And just like has been stated here, you need to drag and drop everything in the correct order. You need to activate some things and deactivate some things again. So to be really honest with you guys, I don't see any reason why we should run loot, because we installed the mods in the correct order, and I think we also installed the plugins are pretty much in the correct order. So yeah, if you're experiencing problems, then I suggest you run loot, but else just leave it like this. I think we have successfully just installed all the mods in the correct order, including the ESPs. So we're going to test that now. We're going to test everything to see if it runs fine with the ENB, with the ultimate settings and all. And yeah, and then I'll see you guys in game. So let's just do that right now, and then I'll see you in game. Alright, so welcome in game. If everything went well, you would have seen a message here in the upper left corner of the screen saying that ENB binary, the latest ENB binaries, and a message that the ENB is working. So if you got that, that's great. Now let's load up our test character to see everything works fine. This is my test character, so let's open it up. And let's see how everything looks. Nice sword here. As you can see, the model is already high quality. Alright, we are here. Nice god race here. Very nice. Alright, you can test the ENB to see if it works. By the way, on the upper left corner you will see a lot of configurations being run at the background, and that is only one time, single time to do that. And yeah, what you can do is press escape and then press shift plus enter to access the ENB menus. And don't get confused by the when you press escape by the two cursors, because the left cursor is the one you can use for the ENB menu. And if your game and example is too dark on interiors, then check out the screenshots from the Skyrim ReShade re-engaged ENB to see which values you need to adjust in your case. But yeah, and here you can access all the menus and all. So I suggest only do this if you know what you're doing, but it gives you a lot of options to adjust your game to your liking of your brightness and all. So that's pretty much it for the ENB menu. You can press shift plus enter to exit it. And again, if you haven't done it, go to system, then go to settings, go to display, and you can disable the depth of field in game, because we do have depth of field from the ENB, of course. Alright, and if you do not have bright weather, I suggest, we're here in the shadow it seems, I suggest you force bright weather now. What's this? Are you bandits? Oh, it's a bandit. Okay, I suggest you force bright weather by typing in FW 10E1F2, and that will force you to have bright weather with no clouds and all. So yeah, that's a good way to see that everything works fine with the sun and all. Then I also suggest to type in T-detect to avoid detection. And on the first time it's going to say AI detection is off. And if you haven't done it yet, type in TMM space 1 to show all map markers. But I suggest you only do this for your test character, because if you use it on a main character, then yeah, all map markers are being shown, and that's not really like what you want. As you can see here, the watercolor for realistic water 2 looks fantastic in my opinion. Here are some bandits. The character looks really nice, a hunter. And yeah, so outdoor areas look fantastic, I think. And yeah, then I suggest we just fast travel a little bit. So let's go to here, to River Woods. The first town, to see if how it looks. And yeah, also to pretty much check everything works. Textures, characters. Here, these textures are really nice. The ivy textures.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What?
Here, as you can see, the character overall looks way better than the original vanilla character, so that's great.
It flew right over the barrel!
Here, this watercolor also looks fantastic. Everything looks a lot more colorful than the original Skyrim Special Edition, in my opinion. So that's great. the Ethereal Clouds mod, which add fantastic clouds to the mountains here. Looks great, I think. Then let's go to the big city, or somewhere near it. So Whiterun should be somewhere here. It's this one. It's not. I've not visited yet with this character because it's just a test character, so it does not pop up inside my map menu. But yeah, let's just around that area a little bit so you have a good overview of how everything looks. But pretty much that's just it. And now it's cloudy, but again you can disable that by forcing the weather effect again, and away are the clouds. Very nice sky texture. As you can see, everything looks really colorful and all. Also, the interface menu has updated the fonts for the game. So yeah, I suggest you just fast travel to all kind of different areas and see how everything looks. Make sure everything works fine. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it was helpful. You can expect more additional tutorials from the animations, of course, the animation parts. Also from WICO, those are the two parts that are planned right now. WICO is the other character overhaul instead of the total character makeover mod. So yeah, I hope you guys like that, and then I hope to see you perhaps at the additional tutorials, or else have fun playing your wonderful version of Skyrim Special Edition. Take care and